today our topics is the accounting equation. Okay, it's the accounting equation, right? So now, okay, maybe you have learned accounting before, or maybe you heard about others actually who learn accounts before, right? So some people say it's quite difficult. Some people say it's okay lah. Okay, it's quite easy, right? So we will say, okay, how to learn accounting? Okay, how to learn accounting? That's actually a way. Okay, that's actually a way to learn it, right? So now in this case, okay, we will say, assume you are the boss. Okay, you are the boss, right? So you will realize actually all the accounting concepts, right, can be understood easily. So now, okay, now let's try. Okay, let's assume you are the boss now. Okay, you are the boss now, right? So now, if they say you are the boss and you're going to start your own business, right? So let me ask you a question. What do you need to have in order for you to start your business? You have any answers? What do you need to have? Now you are the boss. What do you need to have? Any answers? You can on your microphone tell me, or you can send in your chat message.
Capital.
Okay. Capital, yes. Okay, so that is very good. Okay, so now capital is actually a quite I would say is actually kind of accounting terms, right? So if they say as a starting, we will say if they say we're going to start our business, okay, we need money, right? Okay, we need money, right? So money, yes. Okay, I got a answer from Geraldine, right? Okay, thank you, Geraldine. Okay, so when we need to start our business, we need to come out the money first, right? So money in accounts, we call it cash or bank. Okay, we call it cash or bank, right? So now remember, you are the boss, right? Okay, you are the boss, right? So you want to start your business, you already come out your money, right? So the next thing, okay, you're looking for an office, right? And do you need the tables and chairs in your office? Do you need the air cons in your office? So you will say, yes, definitely, right? Okay, definitely, right. So that means actually your air cons, okay, your tables, your chairs, your shelf, right? All this, okay, all this in accounts, we call it features and fittings. Okay, we call it features and fittings, right? So now remember, you are the boss now, right? Okay, you already come out the money, you already found out the office, and you already renovate your office, right? And what else do you need to have in order to start your business? So like, do you need a computer? Yes or no? So your answer will be definitely right. Okay, definitely right. You need a computer, right? Okay. So of course, with the computer, okay, you may also need a printer, right? So the computer, the printer, maybe the telephone system, okay, all this you need in your office, right? Okay, all this you need in your office, right? So you see your computer, your printer, okay, your telephone system, all this actually in accounts, we call it office equipment. Okay, oh, we call it office equipment, right? So now, okay, you are the boss. Okay, you already set up your office, right? You have the tables, chairs, computer, printer, everything are there, right? So now your customer come in and ask you a question. Hi, what are you selling? So what else do you need? What are you selling?
Products and service.
Yes, okay, Jessica, very good. Yeah, so that is actually the products or services, right? So in this case, for the products, right, okay, in accounts, we call it stock or inventory. Okay, we call it stock or inventory, right? So in this case, we will say, okay, if let's say you are the boss, you want to start your business, okay, you want to run your business, right? You need money, you need tables, you need chairs, you need the computer, printer, and products, and so on, right? So all this, okay, all this, we call it assets. Okay, so what is the meaning of assets? The resources or item owned by the business, right? So these actually are the resources owned by you, okay, owned by you, right? And that's a necessary things for you to run your business, right? So now let's move on. Okay, let's move on, right? So now let's look at the money. For example, remember you are the boss, right? Okay, in order to start your own business, you need 100,000. Okay, but right now you have 60,000 earning. So you still need another 40,000, right? So now let me suggest for you. Okay, so you need 40,000, right? So now I will say maybe you can save $200 every month. So 200 months later, okay, you can save another 40,000. So that's roughly about 17 years. So how is it? Are you going to wait 17 years later then start your business, or you want to do it now? How? What is your? You want to do it now, right? Is it? Or who want to wait for 17 years later? Okay, so Geraldine say no. Okay, because actually we don't want to wait for 17 years later, right? That's the waiting period is too long, right? Okay, so now we know there's a business opportunity, then we want to start a business now, right? So in this case, remember, you are the boss, right? Okay, you must find a way. Okay, you must find a way to get this 40,000, right? So now, what can you do to get this 40,000?
Look for a partner.
Yes, okay, you can loan from partner. Okay, Jessica, very good. Okay, so I have another, yeah. So Steph also said loan. Okay, so maybe we can loan from bank also, right? So anyway, this 40,000 we can borrow, right? Either from the friends or from the bank, right? So now, just for example, okay, we borrow from the bank, right? 40,000. So in this case, 60,000, 40,000, now you have 100,000 already, right? So you can start your business now. So my next question comes, what if you fail your business? Who will pay you back the 60,000? Anyone will pay you back the 60,000? You say, why you're so pitiful, you fail your business, you lost all your money. Who will pay you back the 60,000? Anyone or no one? Will the government pay you back? Nobody, right? Okay, so Geraldine say nobody. Yes, very good, right? So because actually they will say, hey, you are the boss, right? Okay, you must be responsible to your business, right? Yeah, so this is actually your if let's say you fail your business, then your 60,000 is gone, right? So now, okay, now in accounts, okay, the money, okay, introduced by the boss into the business, right? We call it capital. Okay, we call it capital, right? So now let's look at the 40,000. Remember, the 40,000 is actually the amount we borrowed from the bank, right? Okay, it's the amount we borrowed from the bank, right? If we fail your business, do you still need to pay back the 40,000 to the bank? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, let me see your answer. Okay, so Geraldine said definitely. Okay, so because actually this is the amount we borrow, right? It's actually our debts, right? So definitely we still need to pay back the bank, right? Okay, pay back this amount to the bank, right? So maybe plus some interest also, right? So in this case, the 40,000, okay, the 40,000, right, in our story, right, is actually our debts, right? So our debts in accounts, we call it liability. Okay, we call it liability, right? So now, okay, I've just used a simple story, right? Okay, from this story, I have introduced to you the three very important terms in accounts, right? So the first one will be the assets. So what is the meaning of assets? The resources or item owned by the business, right? So that means, okay, that means all the resources you own, okay, like for example, your money, your tables, your chairs, your products, your computers, all these are considered your assets, right? And what is the meaning of capital? The owners stake in the business. So if they say you are the boss and the money you put into the business is considered your capital, right? And what is the meaning of liabilities? The amount owing to the people outside the business. So simple in a way, your debts is your liabilities, right? So in our story, the 40,000 is the money you borrow from the bank, right? So that's actually considered your liability. Got it, right? So we understand the three terms already, right? Now we will look at the accounting equation. So there's assets equal to capital plus liabilities, right? So now look at this. Okay, since the assets equal to the capital plus liabilities, right? So capital will equal to assets minus liabilities, and that liabilities equal to assets minus the capital, right? So this is actually how you understand the accounting equation. Any questions, any problems so far? How is it? Are you okay? Okay, so now if let's say we have no questions, okay, we will continue to look at the exercises, right?